My name is Limei Liu. I'm in charge of the special wheat breeding program in Virginia Tech. I call this the special wheat breeding program because this is the hard wheat. The soft wheat usually grows in the east region, but the bread wheat or the hard wheat usually grew in the middle in the Great Plains region. We have this program began because Monell Milling have a miller in the Virginia in Roanoke, so they wanted some local grow the hard wheat for the flour milled purpose, so they can save some transportation fee. That's why we began our program. I think our program began in 1990, somewhere there. So we have released a few variety from, I think the Vision 30 is the first one we from the cross to release. Vision 10 and 20 not here, but I think they select from the other program, the line. So I think this one is the first one we released. We also, our program also cooperate with the Limei Liu. So Limei Liu can test our variety in Great Plains area, so they can select a variety adapted in Great Plains area. So I think we have released two varieties, but I didn't show here today. Here, all those varieties are released, grow in Virginia regions, so they adapt to the east area. So usually our bread wheat protein content is a little bit low than in the Great Plains area. So I think Monell focus on the quality and the flour yield. So this one is the first variety we released in 2010, I think. The yield at a little bit low, only around 70 here. Heading date 116 is in the early bound. The test weight is 57.8, around there. Pretty good test weight, I think. This is the variety, is Vision 45. The yield last year is only 70, a little bit low, but usually average pretty much higher than the Vision 30. But because we released this in 2012, they have grown in Virginia for 8 years now. So I think this yield a little bit down recently years. I think for last 2 years, the yield has reduced a little bit. But the heading is last year is 121. I think these are in a late one. 60 or almost 1 week later than the Vision 30. This one, Vision 50, we released in 2016, but this one not have a large area, planting area in Virginia. So anyway, last year yield is pretty good in 2022. Heading date is similar to Vision 45. This is the test weight a little bit low, 55. This line, this is not our line. This is from Brazil. But this have a good yield here. I think they have a little bit of planting area in Virginia, but not much. So next we're going to talking about a new line. Yeah, this is our new bread wheat line. We released it 2019 because this variety, the yield is pretty good. Also have a good adaptation in the whole east area. In the uniform test, this, I think last year is the first one in all the test lines. So have wide adaptation, but this one have this one. The problem is Monel do not want this. I think this is because the flower yield a little bit lower than within 55. So this one, VIPG will commercialize this line. Yeah. So next, Monel gave us some suggestion based on last year's quality test. So we have a future line probably will release next year. So I will show you the next line. This will be the new line. I will show you here. This is based on the quality. Monel suggested this one is acceptable, have acceptable quality. Also last year did have the highest yield also, 83 bushel. The heading is 3 days earlier than within 45. All the disease resistance is also good. As the FSB is very good last year. I think it is above average in 2018. The powder mildew or the leaf rust all have acceptable resistance, I think. The test weight also is good. It's 58.7. So I think probably we already have the breeder seeds head row this year in the field. We can release 2021.